So, what will your retirement actually look like? I'm not talking about the brochure version with the perfect sunsets and the endless travel. I mean the day to day reality. Will it be a life of freedom and adventure, or is it going to be a life of constant budgeting and financial stress? The answer to that question is determined by which of the six distinct levels of retirement you land in. And the path you're on right now is already pointing to your final destination. Through working with hundreds of retirees, I've discovered that every single one falls into one of these six categories, each with a dramatically different lifestyle. And in this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on these six levels of retirement spending and show you what life really looks like at each stage and give you a very simple framework to see which level you're on track for. If you're new to this channel, my name is Cody Gunn. I'm a CFA charter holder and the founder of Arrowstone Wealth, where we help clients retire by optimizing their investments and minimizing taxes. And with that, let's dive in. First, we're going to start at level one, survival retirement. What does it mean to survive in retirement and not thrive? For millions of people, this is their daily reality. With an income of just $30,000 to $40,000 a year, the goal isn't comfort or adventure, it's just getting by month by month. The financial backbone here is almost entirely Social Security, maybe $1,500 to $2,000 a month. Any additional savings are minimal, perhaps a tiny pension or a few $1,000s in an IRA that they're terrified to touch. This income covers only the bare essentials, a modest rent or a low-cost mortgage, basic groceries, with dining out being a rare luxury. And basic healthcare is usually through Medicare, but those out-of-pocket costs and copays will create constant anxiety. This is truly life on a razor's edge in retirement. There's no margin for error. An unexpected car repair or a dental emergency isn't just a convenience, it can be an actual real crisis that can throw your entire budget into chaos. The dream of visiting Italy, it remains a dream. A new car isn't even a consideration. This is a retirement defined by limitations and constant financial stress, and the quiet fear of one piece of bad luck that could do you in financially. It's not the retirement anyone dreams of, but it's a critical starting point on our journey in this video, because what happens when the financial knot loosens just a little bit? This brings us to level two. So what changes when you move from a survival retirement just to basic comfort? At this level, an annual income between $40,000 and $60,000 a year, life becomes noticeably more stable. That constant gnawing fear of running out of money finally begins to ease, and there's finally room to breathe. Financially, retirees here typically have a modest emergency fund. An unexpected car repair is now a manageable problem, not a catastrophe. Their budget's tight, but there's less stress at the grocery store checkout lines. They might have a small pension or able to draw a little bit from their IRA without feeling like they're jeopardizing their financial future. And with this comes some small but very meaningful lifestyle upgrades. This is where you can finally say yes to a weekly lunch with friends. You can take a weekend getaway to visit family in a nearby state. You can join a local fitness class or pick up a hobby like gardening or maybe even photography. It's still a life that requires careful budgeting. Big ticket expenses are a major concern, and luxury is not part of the picture. But basic comfort retirement eliminates the constant grinding stress of survival mode, and it provides a reasonable, very dignified way of retiring. Now that you understand these entry levels, if you've been looking for more help with your own plan, fill out the questionnaire in the description, and I'll send you a video analyzing your specific situation and showing you how you can optimize your full retirement plan. With that, let's move on to the middle tier of spending. Level 3, middle class retirement. With an annual income between $60,000 and $100,000 a year, retirees can finally enjoy what most people think of as a comfortable retirement. This is the level where the balance shifts from security to enjoyment. The key word here is choice. Housing's no longer a worry, it's a choice. Most at this level own a comfortable, often mortgage-free home, or they can choose to rent a high-quality apartment or even live in an attractive senior living community. Travel's no longer a dream, it becomes a reality. This is where annual vacations, visiting family across the country, and even the occasional cruise or international trip are affordable. Dining out becomes a regular part of your life. You can own a reliable car without the fear of it breaking down, and critically, healthcare costs become manageable. Retirees here can afford robust Medigap or Medicare Advantage plans, covering routine dental, vision, healthcare, which dramatically reduces the fear of that unexpected medical bill that can derail your financial stability. There's a reason that most retirement plans aim for this income level. It offers the classic version of retirement: comfort, freedom, and the ability to focus on what truly matters: experiences, relationships, and your overall well being. What happens when you cross that invisible line from comfort to affluent? This brings us to level 4, the affluent retirement. When retirement income rises between $100,000 to $200,000 a year, money stops being a tool for survival and becomes a tool for life enhancement. The lifestyle upgrades are really dramatic at this stage. Luxury housing becomes attainable. A larger home, maybe a second home on the lake, or a condo in a premium location. Extensive travel becomes the norm. Multiple international trips per year, luxury cruises, and stays in high-end resorts wherever you travel. And upscale dining becomes routine with frequent visits to fine dining restaurants and even chef's tables. At this level, financial flexibility transforms the entire experience. Unexpected expenses, even major ones like a home repair or a market downturn, rarely cause financial concern. Retirees here can help their families in significant ways, like contributing to a grandchild's college fund or providing a down payment for a new home. Financial decisions are now based on desire, not necessity. The stress of day-to-day budgeting is gone, and it's replaced by experiences, relationships, and legacy building. This is the point where money truly stops limiting your choices. Let's take a look at the next level where things become truly extraordinary. At this level, with an income of $200,000 to over $500,000 a year, retirees move to the realm of complete financial freedom. This isn't just about comfort anymore, it's about the ability to shape your life on your own terms, with money no longer being a limiting factor. The question shifts from, can I afford this, to, do I want it? People in this realm typically have multiple homes in global locations like Aspen, Paris, maybe even the Caribbean. All of this is a very realistic possibility for people in this income class. First-class travel is the standard, and some even include private yachts or hiring personal guides. You can pursue any hobby or interest you want without cost consideration, from collecting classic cars to funding personal art collections. More importantly, this is a level of significant impact and generosity. Retirees here can fund colleges for multiple generations or provide entire homes for their adult children. Decisions are based upon preference, not cost. Time and energy are focused entirely on enjoyment, impact, and even their legacy. The internal monologue shifts from, do I have enough, to, how do I use my resources to shape not only my own life, but the legacy that I desire in the future? And finally, we reach the pinnacle, level 6, the ultra wealthy retirement. With an income of over $500,000 and often a net worth in the tens of millions, money becomes, for all practical purposes, essentially unlimited. This is a world where choices are limited only by imagination, not really your budget. Private jets, luxury yachts are routine. Staffed households with chefs, drivers, and personal assistants ensure a seamless daily life schedule. But the defining feature of this level is the profound shift toward legacy and impact. Money ceases to be about personal consumption and becomes a tool for influence. Philanthropic giving becomes a major focus, funding hospitals, universities, and even museums. Many establish family foundations, shaping how their wealth will benefit society for generations. They create generational wealth structures, ensuring financial security for their children, grandchildren, and even their great-grandchildren. This is a life shaped by vision, not cost. A life of unlimited options and significant, lasting influence for those around you. Okay, now it's your turn. We've explored all 6 levels, and the next step is figuring out which level are you on track for and how you can move up. Here's the simple framework. Step 1, you need to estimate your potential retirement income. A good starting point is the general 4% rule. Take your total projected retirement portfolio and multiply it by 4%. That's a rough estimate of your annual withdrawal. For example, if you retire with $1 million, 4% would give you about $40,000 per year in income from your portfolio. Step 2, add in your guaranteed income sources. Add in your Social Security and pension payments that you expect to receive. This could also include any rental income from properties that you own. If your portfolio gives you $40,000 and Social Security gives you $24,000, then your total retirement income is $64,000 per year. The third step, now compare it to the 6 levels. See where your number fits. In our example, $64,000 a year puts you squarely in a middle-class retirement. This gives you a clear picture of where you're currently headed. Step 4, assess your savings rate. Are you saving 15% or more of your income? Are you maxing out your retirement accounts? If not, increasing your savings rate is the most powerful lever that you can pull at this point. And if you want to move up a level, focus on these 4 actions to do that. Increase your savings rate. It's the most direct path to increase your overall spending in retirement. 2, optimize your investments. Ensure your portfolio is aligned with your long-term goals. Taking too little risk when you're building wealth can cost you significantly later on. 3, consider working longer or even working part-time. This can supplement your income and take pressure off your portfolio. I have several clients who work part-time in retirement and love it. And lastly, you can reduce future expenses. Sometimes the easiest way to elevate your lifestyle is simply by spending less. And this definitely isn't the most fun option, but cutting can be an incredibly effective way to give your portfolio some breathing room if your withdrawal rate is going to be too high. Your retirement spending level is not set in stone. It's not a life sentence, it's simply your current trajectory. And a trajectory can be changed. With smart planning, disciplined saving, and strategic investing, you have the power to move up to a more comfortable or even luxurious level over time. Now that you understand these levels, you can see exactly where you're headed and what you need to do to reach a higher spending level in your retirement. And as I mentioned, if you want my personal help determining your spending level and creating a plan to optimize your lifestyle, fill out the questionnaire in the description below and I'll send you a custom video with analysis showing the optimum way to plan for your retirement. I hope this video has given you some clarity, and with that, I'll see you on the next one.